Hey everyone, it's John here from MCKAY, back with another video. I'm just going to react to the Elliotte Friedman interview with Jack Eichel. Just going to go over a little bit of it, give a little bit more of my thoughts on the situation. I know people are done with talking about Eichel and the trade, but it's done now. And now we're talking about the after. What's going to happen now with Jack Eichel? The surgery with the Vegas Golden Knights, everything to come afterwards. So if you're new to the channel, I hope you subscribe, hit that notification bell. I want to see you more. A lot more content and streams to come. Hit that like button and leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let's react to this. I'll pause it a few times in between to get my thoughts.
I remember when you were drafted. This is one of the greatest markets in the NHL. It should have worked.
Yeah.
Where did it go sideways?
You know, we obviously changed management in 2020, and it just seemed like we were heading towards another, I don't want to say rebuild, but, you know, we weren't really in a position of, you know, that we were going to try and, you know, go win. And, you know, I was hearing a lot of things that we were going to try and, you know, try and do a rebuild. Or so, you know, I went to the team and just said I didn't. I wasn't really happy with the idea of that. And
okay, I just want to say quickly that a lot of people talk about Eichel and shame him for his attitude and say a lot of things to about Eichel. Imagine how frustrating it would be. You went through a rebuild with the team. You finally felt like you were starting to build it up. And they had that big winning streak like a few years ago. And Jeff Skinner was looking great. Like a lot of guys just stepped onto the scene. And they went through that winning streak. And it looked like the Sabres, finally the rise of the Sabres, they were there. And then everything collapsed again. And then the following year, imagine like after the Skinner contract, that not working out. And then them talking about rebuilding again. Imagine the frustration of that. You go through all that rebuild just for that to happen.
that if that's the route they wanted to take, that that maybe it would be better to move me and use me as sort of a jump start and get some you know, picks, prospects, whatever you want to say, and start your rebuild if that's the case. And obviously that didn't go over well. You know, I'm a competitor. I want to win. We obviously hadn't won, and you know, like I said, this is a business. This is, you know, pretty apparent to me after the last 8 months. And I looked at that as a decision that I was making strictly because I thought that was the best business decision for me as a hockey player. And it didn't go over well, but
I also want to make the point that it should be looked at both sides here. If fans or certain people, I understand the frustration as a fan, but you have to look at the perspective of, okay, so if there was the business perspective taken from the Buffalo Sabres as an organization, why wouldn't the business perspective be taken as Eichel as a player, as a professional, right? Both sides. I mean, you could make an argument for both sides seeing their own perspective, right? And I do think that, man, this is a guy that's like a top tier talent and he hasn't sniffed playoffs. And you can say whatever you want about Eichel not carrying his weight, but I will not take that bullshit for a second. I'm not going to pick that up because I just think Eichel has put up almost a point per game over his career. He's been the only light spot of the Buffalo Sabres organization for the last few years. And I would say any common sense Sabres fan would admit to that. So regardless of what you think about Eichel as a personality or whatever it is, you can't deny that Eichel, production-wise, has been by far the most productive Sabre since he's been drafted.
then throughout the offseason, you know, I give Kevin Adams a lot of credit. He went out, he signed Taylor, he made some trades. It seemed like we were in a better position to be competitive, and that excited me again. And obviously we went into the season in January. We didn't have nearly the year we wanted as a group, and you know, it was kind of just a disaster in terms of you know, personal season for myself. You know, I didn't have a great year. I was you know, obviously injured in March, and you know, things just didn't go well. But yeah, I think probably just that conversation that happened a year ago probably you know, had something to do with, you know, part of the process being so difficult.
Take us through Wednesday night.
Crazy, right? And I think a lot of the conversation here goes into the process of like the offseason, as he just said. Kevin Adams making those moves to his injury at the halfway point when he was already frustrated with the season he was having personally, which wasn't that bad. I think he had 18 points in 21 games. Not horrible at all. And on a team that was really struggling, just didn't have the pieces. Nothing was working out on that team. And then just the injury probably just deflated him to a crazy level.
When did you get the call?
So I got the call last night, 11:30. I spoke to Kevin Adams first, and then after I spoke to him, I actually took a couple minutes and spoke to my parents, and then I spoke to Kelly McCrimmon in Vegas.
So you get that call. First of all, how did the call go with the Sabres and Kevin Adams?
It's been a long process. It's been dragged out. It's probably been, it's definitely been made a lot probably more public and a lot bigger deal in the media, and whether it's a trade and surgery and just your whole situation that people are having about you, or about whether it's a trade and surgery.
Sorry guys, I know a lot about this interview a little bit. This is my first time actually watching in full, but I just wanted to kind of fast forward to a little bit of the part him talking about his future with Vegas and stuff, because basically it got confirmed. Yeah, he wanted out and he was kind of done, and it's just basically the same old kind of conversations, right?
And get my career back where it needs to be, and I wanted to just stand up for what I believed in.
Did you understand Buffalo's opinion?
I'm not going to get into that. We'll just quick.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. If I hadn't been traded last night, the question would have went differently.
Wow. Okay, so that part I didn't know about. Wow. Do you see his reaction when that? Wow. Okay. Well, you could tell. I mean, guys, I was telling you guys, it was getting to a boiling point of there was going to be a blowout from the NHLPA, from Eichel's camp. It was going to go really bad if he was not traded ASAP. Over this last week, it was stressed that this needs to happen now. So you could tell his reaction. He was bro, if I wasn't it was shit was about to go down, to say the least. So you could tell by his reaction, he's not going to say anything poorly now. He's past the Sabres, right? He's with a new organization. So if that wasn't the case, that question might be answered differently for sure. But he's just moving past it, right? But you could tell.
Where else you thought you were going to be traded to? Was there any point where you said, okay, I'm going to be a blank?
Yeah, you know what? The whole process was a pretty long one, so there was a lot more teams that seemed to be in the mix, maybe in the summer, and maybe around the draft or whatever. So the process has been a long one. For a while I thought maybe I was going to Minnesota, and then
Whoa! Whoa! Okay, I didn't know. Whoa! Okay, what is going on here? I did not know about that. Hey, see, I got criticized for continuously saying Minnesota. I just thought Minnesota was such a great fit for this guy. He actually dropped Minnesota. That's crazy. Wild fans are gonna be wilding. Jeez.
There was even a small. There was a short time where I was like, wow, I really think it's a possibility. I'm going to go to Colorado.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Whoa, that's the other hot take I made. Imagine him. Bro, this guy's dropping teams. This guy's dropping cities. Oh my, okay, I didn't know this part. Whoa, this is pretty rough. What? All right, that's literally crazy.
And that seemed like it could have gotten done.
People have told me that there's no CBA now, new one for 5 more years. But they have told me that this will be the most hot button issue. What happened with you is going to be at the forefront of the next negotiations. What do you think should happen with this?
I just think like anything else, isn't it a constitutional right? I mean, you should have the right to your body. And that's sort of what I stood by throughout this process is I'm not going to do something to myself that I don't believe in. I'm not going to get a surgery I don't believe in. Like I said, I mean, I feel like I've made it pretty clear. I'm the only person that has to deal with this or live with this decision the rest of my life. So I feel like I am the only person that's that should make that decision. I don't think someone else should make a decision for me on my body. If I've educated myself, if I know the risks, I should have the opportunity to make the decision.
Okay, let's imagine it. You have your surgery, you're healthy, you're ready to play. The lights go down in Vegas, the drummers come out, the light show starts, you're wearing a golden helmet.
That fake laugh though.
You come out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
What's that going to be like?
I just can't wait to be a hockey player again, and amazing fan base there. It's an incredible atmosphere. You know, everyone in the world talks about it. So I'm just really looking forward to being a part of that organization and just getting to play hockey again and doing what I love. I'm really excited for that moment.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave your thoughts. This was just a raw reaction. This was my first time watching it, so you guys let me know what you think on this interview. And yeah, there's certain parts like that. I kind of knew everything there, like just roughly from like people talking about it and like different things on Twitter. But him dropping Minnesota and Colorado definitely got me. That was something. So thank you so much. I hope to see you more on the channel, and we'll talk soon. All right, guys, have a good one. Peace out.